I am happy that my CryptoQ media channel online. Get ready, because XRP is going to be a game changer. Okay, everyone, today's movie is going to go over a lot of material, and there will be some killer things in it, like when Brad Garlinghouse makes a great comment and when Gary Gensler gets replaced. The year 2021 is making a comeback, I'll confess. Experiencing it firsthand will leave an indelible impression on you. The recent 100x surge in crypto assets will likely be repeated, in my opinion, because trillions of dollars of liquidity are on their way and because you won't believe all the news we have to share. Please hit the like button to ensure that everyone can see the video before we begin. I feel compelled to bring this up first since XRP is poised to achieve a huge milestone, much more so than the one we saw recently when it hit 66 cents about 1 week ago. At this point, I'll tell you why I believe we'll witness an even more significant breakout. This requires immediate attention because it is major news. Just recently, a judge who was interested in the issue gave his approval to a plan that uses Bitcoin to pay back customers with interest. The magnitude of this cash is undeniable. We are talking about billions of dollars in untouchable funds that have been sitting there for maybe a few years. It is very ridiculous, I assure you. You can almost guarantee that most of this funding will go into the cryptocurrency sector. Since I'm aware that many of you experienced issues logging into your accounts while using FTS, I was overjoyed to see this. It is even more noteworthy because interest is being added to the returned funds. My heart was filled with enormous delight upon learning that everyone will be healed here. If you have been having problems with FTX and your cash have been held up, you should definitely applaud yourself. Is everything okay? It has been somewhat heavy, for the simple reason. Though I'm sure many of you have, I was fortunate enough not to be utilizing FTX. This is huge news, as you can see for yourself. In addition, BlackRock mentioned some crazy things on this thread. At a recent conference in Brazil, the subject of digital assets was highlighted. A horrible practice of printing trillions of dollars worth of money occurred throughout the pandemic. The massive circulation of freshly produced dollars caused inflation to soar to unprecedented heights. By the way, I know a lot of you are against funding wars in places like Israel and Ukraine, but that's life. If you want to know where your money is going, digital assets are a good bet. On top of that, I'm sure most of you will have. Even though my opinion on which one is which is slightly different, I am convinced that I can present you with the most compelling data on XRP. I can quickly change your mind about it. But I'd want to give some more good news before Brad Garlinghouse starts speaking. Great news for him since, honestly, he completely owns someone from SWIFT. The United Arab Emirates has repealed taxes on all Bitcoin transactions. Got it? That is a major point. The UAE already has relatively low taxes, in general. I guess that's all. It is quite unlikely that the residents are subject to any form of income tax. Insanely low tax rates are just one more reason the UAE is striving to become the crypto capital of the globe. The fact that they are doing away with taxes on cryptocurrency transactions is another major perk. What they're doing is just brilliant. In my view, if they persist in this manner, an increasing number of individuals will continue to relocate there. The world has changed, and many countries will take measures to hold on to their nationals after seeing an influx of immigrants or even temporary residents in the United Arab Emirates. No matter what anyone has taught you, you really do not need a very little place to live. Thus, all it is a shift in the balance of power, and with its effective usage, our governments will no longer be able to control our lives. Not only that, but it becomes very clear that Dan Gallagher, who is now Chief Legal Officer for Robinhood, would probably replace Gary Gensler as chair of the SEC if Trump were elected president. I feel obligated to underscore this. You must be ecstatic to hear that Trump has already visited Bitcoin Nashville and declared, "You know, Gary Gensler fired him the moment I get into office." Naturally, this was met with enthusiastic applause. I must admit, I was already aware of it. With that said, yes, Robinhood's chief legal advisor. I must say, that is quite interesting. Can you believe it? Robinhood has me on the fence. Despite my disapproval, Robinhood did momentarily halt trading on a GameStop stock so you could sell it while the whole incident was happening. On the other hand, I can't help but think that Dan Gallagher is a much better pick than Gary Gensler. But I will advise Trump to go deeper into the cryptocurrency industry to learn more about people's wants and requirements. Despite taking what many see as incredibly corrupt actions including delistings and the suspension of trading, Robinhood is nevertheless held in high regard by many. Ignoring that, I maintain my belief that nearly anyone can surpass Gary Gensler. It seems to me that we can all get behind it. Consequently, it's not going to happen. Naturally, there are a plethora of positive news articles, and crypto is therefore gaining widespread acceptance. In 2025, there will be a push for mainstream adoption. Do you recall that the prior version hinged on advertising in 2021, when Bitcoin was still in its infancy and the adoption curve was steep? The internet and mobile gadgets were completely unknown back then, but now everyone is utilizing and appreciating them. The current price of XRP is 5,354 cents, thus we want to be there. It's almost like scoring a bargain, particularly because every technical signal is pointing to a great entry opportunity for XRP at the moment. My video has been viewed, and I am grateful. It means a lot to me that you've subscribed and watched my channel. We can meet up later.